When it comes to building an overland rig, capability is only part of the equation. Organization can be just as important. Knowing exactly where your gear is when you need it can make all the difference, whether you're grabbing something in a hurry on the trail or simply trying to make camp setup and breakdown as quick and stress-free as possible. As my Bronco build continues to evolve, I think I may have found a solution to both those problems.
Back to the channel. My name is Dustin, and today I'm excited to start a new segment called Mod Monday. It's probably not the most original name or idea, but I think it's finally time that I start sharing some of my thoughts and opinions on the accessories that I've been adding to my Bronco over the last couple years. And I just have to give BROADDICT a huge shout out and thank you for sending me one of their trail decks to review and making this new segment possible. I think a lot of you guys are really gonna like this new product that I have. It's something that I've been looking at installing on the Bronco for quite a while, but I kind of figured I would get into cargo management maybe a year or two down the road. There are other things that I've been wanting to get and install on the Bronco that I felt were a higher priority. So why don't we head to the back and I'll kind of show you a little bit about the ins and outs of this trail deck. All right, so why don't we go ahead and open the tailgate. And let's roll out the trail deck. Here it is in its final form. Now, I have some equipment back here. I just kind of wanted to showcase a little bit of storage space and kind of scaling. So I have my camera backpack, I got my air compressor here, and my fridge. So just a couple things here to show kind of some of the space, but we can get into that a little bit later. Now, this trail deck is only available on 4-door Bronco models. Any trim from base to wild track, or I guess in this case, the highest trim is the Strobe Edition in 2026. Any trim except the Bronco Raptor. Sorry, Raptor owners, the website did say that this does not work on your guys' rigs. And for you 2-door owners out there, unfortunately, they do not have it, as of filming this, a 2-door model available. But good news for you guys is that they are currently working on a 2-door version of the trail deck, so stay tuned for that if you have a 2-door. It is made from a aluminum deck with some steel framing. That gives the trail deck a lot of sturdy weight to it, and you can feel it when you go to take this thing out of the package, you know, move it in your garage, get it out of the package and start trying to install it. You can feel the sturdy construction on this. Now, labor time on this on the website, BROADDICT says that it takes about 10 minutes to install from taking it out of its package to getting it in the back of the Bronco. And unfortunately, I did not time myself installing because I was filming this, so I don't really know how long it took me. But with that being said, the install itself is quite simple. And speaking of which, why don't we head to the garage and kind of rewind to show what it took to get this installed in the back of the Bronco, and then we'll meet back up and kind of discuss the functionality of this.
Some concerns that I do have with the trail deck is how tall it sits, because I do have a tailgate table here. That tailgate table is a couple inches thick here. It doesn't sit flush, and that mainly is because I have a top shelf with it. So that top shelf makes it sit out quite a bit further than it probably should. So I'm a little worried that the trail deck is gonna sit too tall, and I'm not gonna be able to shut my tailgate with this particular table. That is not a reflection on the trail deck, more so that it is not compatible with the, this would be, I think the J Roads. I don't know, I got it on Amazon. It's one of those brands that is a $100 table, pretty inexpensive, but I'm a little worried about its compatibility, so we'll find out about that. Alright, once you open up the box, you'll find the installation instructions, 3 TPE drawer liners, the rubber mat for the top of the trail deck, and of course, the trail deck itself. Now, there's very little assembly required. The trail deck arrives fully assembled from the factory. The only thing you'll need to do is remove those 2 shipping brackets, which are only there to secure everything during transport. Removing them is simple. Just take out the 2 bolts on each bracket, and the brackets slide right out, leaving the trail deck ready for installation. With the shipping brackets out of the way, the next step is removing the factory cargo floor. Starting by taking off the plastic covers over each of the D-rings, then removing the 2 bolts holding each one in place. Don't toss those bolts aside, you'll need them again later since the trail deck reuses the factory mounting hardware during installation. And just like that, the factory cargo floor lifts right out. BROADDICT does include some protective tape in the package that can be applied to the plastic trim to help preventing scratches when sliding the trail deck into place. The instructions show exactly where they recommend placing the tape. However, I decided to be a little impatient and only applied it to the corners rather than running it all the way down the side toward the rear of the Bronco. One thing I did that I recommend is hanging onto the top of the box and some of the packaging foam. It gives you a nice soft surface to set up the trail deck while getting everything lined up and ready to lift into the back of the Bronco. Now, most people will probably find this next step easier with an extra set of hands. However, I'll be showing you how to install it by yourself. Start by extending both support arms all the way out. Then rest them on the areas where you applied the protective tape. This gives you a place to support the trail deck while positioning it into the Bronco. From there, carefully lift the trail deck and slide it into the rear cargo area. Once it's in position, you can retract the support arm slightly to give yourself better access to the mounting points. With everything lined up, start the factory bolts by hand before tightening them down. Getting the bolts threaded in first will make it easier to secure everything without fighting the alignment.
There are in fact easier ways to do this. This is just how I'm doing it right now.
And just like that, the trail deck is installed. To be honest, this is probably one of the easiest upgrades I've added to the Bronco. You don't need a lot of tools or mechanical know-how, and most people probably should be able to knock this out in about 10 to 20 minutes.
As expected, this tailgate table unfortunately lines up right here with this and it won't let it close. So I'm going to have to take this off.
The only thing left to do is install the included rubber mat. BROADDICT included Velcro strips that attach to the trail deck and the mat itself, helping keep everything in place and preventing the mat from shifting around while you're loading your gear.
Alright, so we are back out on the trail and it's time to finally kind of get into all the features and real world uses of the trail deck and kind of showcase how I plan on using it going forward. Now, one of the first things I want to mention is that my favorite feature of the trail deck is that it's actually, this thing is a 2-in-1. It has a 4.5-inch drawer system here on top of the sliding tailgate table. I think that is one of my favorite features of this, is that you get both options here. Now, this isn't the biggest drawer in the world. You don't have a whole lot of, height to it, but this to me is gonna be the perfect drawer system to really kind of get some things that I may need or I may not need. I don't know. I haven't figured out how I want to organize this yet. I just have a couple things in here that kind of showcase some space. I have my tools, I got the instructions, paracord, electrical tape, I got a little fire extinguishers, tie downs, extra bolts. Like, I really don't have a whole lot right now, and I don't really know the route that I want to go with to kind of organize this. I don't know if I want to have kitchen supplies and kind of have, a little camp kitchen where I can get things and kind of just be cooking off the back here. I don't know if I want tools and recovery gear and things that I don't really need all that much, or if there's a third option for other things that I can put back here. But this is one of my favorite options, is that it's a 2-in-1. When you look at something like Ford's OEM, and you look at some of the available options that they have, they offer both a sliding tailgate table or a drawer system. You know, you have to choose which one you want. Now there's give or takes to that. This drawer system is not the biggest. They have a little bit more space in their drawer system. And if you look at their sliding tailgate table, that also can hold, their give or take is that it can hold 600 pounds, where this thing can hold 265 pounds. So when you look at something, when you're comparing OEM to an aftermarket product right here, you basically are having to choose, you know, between the extra weight that you have or the extra storage in the drawers. And I think that this is a perfect alternative to some of the OEM, and I really like this, the fact that it's a 2-in-1. You know, you're gonna have great cargo space for just a couple things, not a whole bunch, but you also have a sliding tailgate table where it makes it easier to access stuff like my fridge, which for me, I can actually access everything here on this side of the fridge, where originally I was having to kind of get my head up and under and grab things or just pull the whole fridge out. You know, it was really hard to access my fridge, and this is going to be such a great addition to actually get to my fridge, grab a couple things, grab a snack, make food off the rear back here. Now the other thing that the drawer system has down here that is actually quite functional, which is a little hard to see at the moment, you know, this actually has rubber mats that I mentioned earlier that you can put down here. But when you don't have those rubber mats, you actually have a MOLLE system on the drawer, so you really can strap and tie things down to make sure they're not moving around. So that is a nice double feature, that if you want a nice clean look, you can put the rubber mats down here. These aren't as textured as what's on top, so they're a little smoother, but if you want a clean look, you can put the rubber mats down, or you can go ahead, take them out and use the MOLLE system to really kind of make sure everything is tied and strapped down. Now what I'm gonna do real quick is clear everything off the top of this so you can kind of see some of the other features.
One feature that I probably won't get much use out of personally, but I can see being a huge benefit for others, is the level sleeping platform the TrailDeck creates when the rear seats are folded down. Since I use a rooftop tent, I don't really have any plans to sleep inside the Bronco. However, if you're building your rig around interior camping, this could be a really useful feature. With the rear seats folded down, the TrailDeck helps create a much flatter surface by eliminating the height difference between the cargo area and folded seats. So while it may not fit my particular camping setup, I can definitely see the value for anyone looking to sleep inside their Bronco without having to build a custom platform. One feature I really appreciate is that BROADDICT made sure to preserve access to the factory jack compartment and rear storage area. Unlike many drawer systems that block off these spaces, you can still access them with the drawer fully extended. That means you get the added storage and organization benefits of the TrailDeck without giving up any of the Bronco's factory storage functionality. This is especially useful for me because, to be honest, I don't think I've ever really used the factory underfloor storage compartment or the fact that it's a built-in cooler. Since I usually have so much gear in the back of the Bronco, accessing the space has always been a hassle. Now that the drawer slides out all the way, I can actually reach the compartment without unloading half my gear. It's a nice bonus that may finally allow me to put that extra storage space to good use.
Now I mentioned the weight. 265 pounds may not be as much as Ford's OEM 600-pound one, but that is still more than enough weight for me to stand, oh, I'm a little tall out of frame here, me to stand on the top of this thing. Now I actually think that's gonna be very useful for me outside of just having a nice seat to sit on. This is gonna be really nice because normally I'm standing on the bumper of my car, and you can see how dirty the back of the rig gets when you're out trailing, especially if I'm by myself, but if you're out behind people, it only gets dirtier. And the reason why this will be really nice is when I'm out trying to get my rooftop tent open, I can go ahead, pull this out, and instead of me standing on my bumper and brushing my shirt all up over this dusty, dirty window, I can actually get to the latches of my tent way easier to pop it open. And I think I'm gonna be really excited to take the rainfly rods and actually have a lot of height to be able to get them up. I'm always fighting those rods, which of course I don't have on camera. But I think that this TrailDeck is going to be very useful now that I actually have a really nice space here to be standing up and accessing the top of my rooftop tent when I'm trying to open it.
Last and certainly not least, BROADDICT made sure to add tie-down points to the top of the trail deck. Just because you've added a door system doesn't mean you're going to lose any ability to secure your gear in the back of the Bronco. There are 2 T-slot rails on both sides, and they provide D-rings to install wherever you need them on those rails. Of course, since I'm almost always carrying camping gear, recovery equipment, or camera gear, having places to strap things down is a must. And trust me, they'll be useful. I really wish I had them when I got a little too carried away in Sand Hollow out on the dunes. It's a small detail, but it's one that makes the trail deck much more practical for everyday use and longer adventures.
All right, that just about brings us to the end of this video. You know, the last thing that I want to mention is probably the one thing that I wish was different about this product, or will be on future trail deck models, is that I wish there was a T-slot in the middle of the trail deck. You know, it would be really nice to have one extra T-slot, and the reason for that is because I kind of want to have one half of the trail deck with no tie downs and just free flowing for me, because the way I envision it right now is I'd have the fridge on one side tied down to the middle, and that way the fridge isn't moving and I can access it when I use the tailgate slide out here. And on the other side, I don't have anything tied down to where I like to have my Pelican case with me. So it would be nice to just kind of take that out and throw it on the ground and put it under the car. You know, it's weatherproof, so I usually leave it outside anyways. And it would be nice not to have to strap things from side to side and still be able to have the fact that this is would be flat, so I could just take it out, come and go, throw it on the ground. And I think it would be just a nice functional use for me. Now, in the meantime, I may or may not drill some more holes and add some D-rings, and I can still get that functionality from it. But you know, BROADDICT, if there's one thing that I wish I could change about this, probably be adding that extra T-slot. All right, and with that being said, that concludes my very first Mod Monday episode. So if you like this product and you want one for yourself, why don't you go use my creator code down below for when you purchase your very own trail deck. Of course, if you like this video, why don't you like it? And I would appreciate a comment down below. I would really like to hear from you guys and tell me how you would organize your trail deck, or if you have one yourself, what do you have in the 3 slots? Or how do you think that I should organize my trail deck? You know, I am going to be playing around with different ideas, but of course, I'd love to hear from you and see if you guys have any better solutions than I can come up with to figure out how I want to do this going forward. And of course, if you want to see more Bronco, off-roading, or overlanding content, go hit that subscribe button, and of course hit the bell so you get notifications so you can see whenever I post any of my adventures. And with that being said, I do have an adventure that I just went on to southern Utah. I did it once more, but this time with family, and I do have a little sneak preview that I'll be showing right after this video. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to share with you my most recent overland trip. And as I always say, every mile's a memory. Stay safe, stay wild, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay, you're good. Keep moving forward. Driver, 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 driver.